Good morning. Welcome to the Nostrocker Morning Review. I am Nostrocker, and it is the morning. We shall now review the last 24 hours of the StarCrafts. These ones have been up and down, a little good, a little bad. Starting with last night, I was kind of like, I was watching a bit of the vibe stuff, trying to figure out some Bronze to GM business, and I decided to play a few games after work. And I lost them all very badly. It was a little bit discouraging. And then I played again today, and it was okay. It was okay, and then there was this one game that was like 30 minutes long against Terran, and it was like a pretty good back and forth until I ran into a problem that I run into a lot of times, which is just not knowing basic elements of the game. What was the little volley was like siege stuff, so he made a bunch of like siege tanks and shit. And then I made some Broodlords, and then he made some battle cruisers, and then I brought out some Corruptors, and then he made a shitload of Vikings, and then I was like, what the fuck do you do about Vikings? And then I fucking lost. I had like 3 times the resources lost to him. It's kind of maddening. So it was a little bit annoying, and then it was like 30 minutes long, so by the end of it, like even now, my head is just like, I used a lot of energy there, I think. I'm feeling a little frazzled. But generally speaking, I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot to say about where things are at right now. Like, I think I just need to keep getting tighter on what I'm doing and like not freaking out. I'm getting a little bit better at scouting and reading things, but I'm still not great at reacting to them. I've been watching Bronze GM some more, and I had kind of switched over to this mode of like, well, I don't need to just do the macro thing because I can just do like cool stuff that fucks with people. But then I keep watching him, and I'm getting kind of torn because the Bronze GM guide clearly proves that you can just macro your way to diamond. But it also proves that you can macro your way to diamond when you are Vibe. Now, I don't know how much you know about me, but I'm actually not Vibe. I'm actually Nick. Nostrocker. I've been playing this game for 2 fucking months. So maybe I should be branching out a little more. I do have a lot of success when I do other shit. Just trying to macro is like pretty fucking tough. And I think I've said this before, but I think that the problem with just trying to macro is that it's reactive. And reactive means you need to see and understand what is happening. And seeing what is happening is a little bit tough. Understanding what is happening is very tough. Like maybe this guide was supposed to be for people who've been playing for a little while and they kind of know the game and they're just fucking it up. Or like people who've been watching the game and they kind of know the matchups and stuff and they just don't understand how to implement it. But I feel like I constantly run into a problem where it's like, oh, there's a bunch of Hellions. What do you do about that? I don't know. And I gotta go and like research all these little things. Whereas if it were to happen in a Bronze GM video, he'd be like, oh, this is easy. You just do this. You just do this. So I keep on flipping back and forth between trying to be this like macro god and trying to just do whatever I need to do to advance. That's a bit of a philosophical question, you know? Like, should I be trying to win or should I be trying to nail this one thing? I kind of feel like trying to just do the macro thing is like, it's maybe a hindrance because I do need to learn all the other stuff. But it just bothers me that I can't do it, you know? Like, it should be possible. But that being said, I mean, I do look at the graphs after every game, and I'm pretty much always coming out ahead in terms of like workers and upgrades and income and everything. So I'm obviously fucking up in other places. Like fights, like walking into some lurkers. I just walked into some lurkers today, which is pretty annoying. I also kind of stopped making lurkers, and lurkers were very successful for me, so maybe I need to go back to that. I don't know. I'm a little out of sorts, generally speaking. I feel like I don't have a super clear direction because macro is not working super well, and micro is hard and kills the macro. But I think I just need to play a whole bunch of games. Like I think right now is just get into all these experiences and just keep going because I don't think there's a massive hole in my play other than my just general understanding of the game, which I can only really update by playing the game and watching the game, but I do that a fair bit, so should be all right. So yeah, honestly, overall, there's not a whole lot to say about the last day, other than the existential crisis of how one improves generally. I still do really want to get diamond though, and I only got a week to do that before the season locks. So this weekend I might just like grind out until my brain gets totally burnt out, which apparently happens pretty quickly. So maybe that won't last long. Otherwise that's it. So thank you for stopping by. I am maybe gonna play one more game, but like I do feel like my brain doesn't really work now, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna decide in the next minute if I'm gonna play anymore. So that's it. See you later. Thanks. Peace.